Hey everyone, James Baker here. I just did an expert interview, and this is a clip from the interview. I'm speaking with different experts from all over the world to understand questions about how my clients are taxed when they go into their country and how their clients, people from that country, are taxed when they have U.S. companies. And this is the kind of thing we're talking about on these interviews. If you want to see all of the clips from this interview, you can go. There should be a playlist on the channel. And if you want to see more interviews like this, subscribe to the channel. And if you have someone you'd like me to interview, a tax expert from your country, so you can learn more about it, send me an introduction email. I'd love to meet them and interview them. Okay, thanks for being here, and let's go to the clip. How you would rank the tax authorities' organization and then aggressiveness on a scale of 1 to 10. How organized are they, and how aggressive are they? And then finally, how educated the local tax authorities are regarding global businesses, this global international tax stuff. Like, how would you rank them on 1 to 10 in terms of organization,
From one to okay.
aggressiveness, and like education on international business? 10 being like
Okay,
super
to see
super
to
organized, 10 being very organized, 10 being very aggressive, 10 being very educated.
sure. Let's start with the organization. The system is well organized. Let's say it's a 7 because it's a very big authority that has a lot of expenses and doesn't have a lot of public servants in there. And the situation with the tax authority is that they could be aggressive with Mexicans and Mexican companies that are under the scrutiny of the tax authority. How to avoid the aggressiveness of the tax authority? Pay your taxes, but make the declarations because there are not really too much taxes to pay. If you have the income
And
in
also,
Mexico
and also
generated and you
don't.
pay,
One thing is also, you said, I know there's a delay, so I'm going to just persist. And also, if you're not a Mexican, don't register for taxes in Mexico, right? That's the other
exactly,
tip of
don't
avoiding
register.
the aggressive. Yeah, don't
Yeah,
register.
don't
Yeah.
register. Don't register yourself because we have enough with your own country chasing your back to get chased by another country. But of course, there are sometimes that maybe you may, because if you want to make really business in Mexico, the situation will be okay. You can register, but the best situation is not have like this standard answer. But for example, the cases that you live here in Mexico only, or you live in the United States and you have your renting properties, why registering? No, that's the situation. But back into the subject. Aggressive, they are aggressive then if you're a Mexican company and you're a Mexican physical person that has money. If you don't have money, if you are, for example, another common worker that earns less than $400 in the month, the tax authority will not care about you. In Mexico, we live a lot in informality. So, for example, if you had informal business, the tax authority doesn't even you exist. The problem is that you get a formal job, your company that you work for that company, the company will say to the tax authority, I pay this guy this much, and he makes the declarations for you. If you don't have the income that I told you that you're mandatory to report, you will never report, and the tax authority will never know anything. So they are aggressive with Mexicans that have money, that have like stable jobs that are reported, and they are aggressive with companies. But if you are a Mexican that doesn't have a standard job and you work, and sorry the question, as a taquero, and you have like your mini business of tacos, and you're on the street, you won't pay any taxes. Often we mock here in Mexico that having those kinds of jobs is better to have a profession oftenly. And the last question was, how educated is the personnel of the authority regarding international business? It's very few. They are trying to, because I also was sometime in the FIU here in Mexico. I was working in FIU in Mexico, and I can tell you that sometimes the authority doesn't know what they are doing regarding international business, international regulations. They are only into the way of surviving. They will be happy they collect here, but if somebody has something abroad, they will not pursue it really.
Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, and I want to share some things I have to offer you. If you're looking for help expanding to the US or fixing a tax problem, the quickest way to contact us is to schedule a free call in the description below or visiting jamesbakercpa.com/schedule. If you want to skip the line and speak with me directly, there's also a link in the description to schedule a call with me, which is another great option. I encourage you to join our Telegram and Discord groups, because in there we're announcing when I'm going live. I'm participating. I'm answering questions in real time. It's all free, and it's a quick community to engage with other entrepreneurs and people like yourself who are international and learning about this stuff. And I think it's a really valuable place to be in. At the end of the day, if you just subscribe and see me on the next video, that works too. So thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.